Let me unmute myself. All right, it's another Tuesday. We here on another Tuesday. Let's talk about it. Today, we're gonna be talking about, is Kirk Cousins worth the signing? With everything that's gonna pop off, we gotta get into the tampering. They started minicap today. OTAs was good, but they gave dude that bag, ran his mouth. You remember when the Falcons had pumped sound into the stadium? Anybody remember that? Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna make it short, sweet, and simple this show, but we lit, we live, we out here. You feel me? Hey, you're tuning in to the Lochness Podcast on another Tuesday. Let's talk about it. But before we talk about what we gonna talk about, let's go ahead and show some love to everybody that came through. Well, we got Prince Care 89. Who's that? Chanel? Is that Chanel? Chanel Keys? I want to say Chanel Keys. Andrew G. Who's that? Smooth. Hey, Gax boy, GA Texas boy. What it do, my G? Maggie Funno. What's popping? Pamela Johnson. What's happening? Auntie. Yeah, man, I'm just in here doing my thing. Trying to make sure I go. What's up? Yeah, just trying to make sure. I'm gonna stop doing that. The black people time when we come in here at 9:05 and it'll be like 9:15 when we start. But the things at 9:05, so I'm trying to make sure I stay consistent and current. But also, let's get to it. Like I say, if you haven't followed me on YouTube, just go to Lock in Sports on YouTube. Lock in Sports with a Z, and follow your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, hey man, we in here, we lit, we live. Trying to get back on a more of a consistent scheduling. Trying to make sure everything is everything where I'm at over here and over there. But give a shout out to Kirk Cousins for, I guess he was excited, when he had his press conference and they asked him and he was like, yeah, we are here, the Atlanta Falcons contacting. And it was like, bro, that remind me of when that person be like, hey man, we caught. Like, we caught? We ain't caught. Hold on, wait. Yeah. We caught. I'm like, bro, we ain't caught. You caught. They caught you. They ain't catch us. But my brother got us caught, man. So I did have this topic down at the bottom, but I'm gonna talk about it first. When I go ahead and get into the Kirk Cousins worth signing on the level of his expertise that he brings. We had poor quarterback play last year with Ritter. Honestly, him not being prepared, Arthur Smith and whoever else, no quarterback coach. Got say, signing my guy is worth it. He said signing Kirk Cousins is worth it. Like, everything he brings to the table, and I'm just saying, a lot of people looked at it like we threw this man $180 million, a honcho guarantee, and then we draft a quarterback. Oh yeah, what's up, 330? Oh yeah, for sure, man. I come up with this stuff, man. Sometimes this stuff be on the fly. Sometimes I've already got this stuff cooking in the pot, man. I just stir it up with it. You know what I'm saying? Cook it. But yeah, so at the end of the day, was he worth the price of admission? Is he worth us losing a draft pick and some fines for, because I believe that's what they're talking that. Um, but we gonna get into that tampering. We gonna get into that. So we gonna. How do y'all feel about the Kirk Cousins signing? Let me ask y'all that. Do y'all feel like, we should have went to Justin Fields, which is he's on a team that has like 3 different quarterbacks or something like that? Like, what's up, ATL Leo? What's happening? Do you feel like how do y'all feel about Kirk Cousins? I know for me, um, the money that they paid him, he was a shoe in to me for the quarterback one position. But I think what really happened with the Michael Penix pick was Michael Penix was just there, and it was like we'll be stupid not to get him. That's how I feel about that. But word around the cooler. Word around the cooler. Um, Kirk Cousins might not be here that long. He might be like I say my take is he's gonna be like a one and done. Maybe a 2 is a stretch, but a one and done. We get a 1. We let Michael Penix, study behind him, and then we come off that dead cap. I like this. If not Kirk, we probably would have gotten Baker. Now that's a good one. So GA, if I may, a lot of people want to go into that, but if you look at Baker Mayfield, his track record, he was toasting, man. He was cooking he is cooking at the end of the season, man. See, most people, if it's not the most popular pick, we don't want it. If it's not the most popular pick, we don't want it. You say you only saying it because Zach Robinson connection. See, exactly. See, people don't understand it's the little nuances, the little minute nuances of these coaches having different people that they coached when they was younger or work with, and they're trying to reunite. And that's the respect of the coaching staff, because they want to reunite these coaches, because there's a lot of coaches like Trice and them, the people we picked up through the draft. There's people that worked or have played under these coaches, so they already know they're going to have that respect of that coach. Like, hey, I grew up getting coached by him, by Lake. I grew up, working with, Zach. You know what I'm saying? So, or something like that. Or I'm known for that system, or system players. They talk about it all the time, like Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a systematic player. Like, they took that same system that he had with the Patriots, and then they put that into Tampa, and look what happened. That's why they was like, hey, the Bill Belichick system is a proven system. So that was crazy that people were like, we don't want Belichick here because he's old. I'm like, bro, y'all looking like he was about to tackle the people on the field too. He ain't running down the field and tackling the people. He just giving insight. Thought the same thing about Pease. He was too old, but hey, he said Kurt is a logical choice with the franchise position as we learn talent with the competent leader. It's going to be tough to be competitive and taken serious. Yes, seriously, they needed somebody that was already had all the leadership caliber, that pedigree, where I felt like Ritter lacked. Like I said, you got to have somebody that commands the locker room as well. Somebody that has the intangibles. And, I don't know if y'all checked out that quarterback. I think it was on Netflix, whatever it was. They had that little quarterback thing where they broke down all the quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins was one of them, and he had such a very tedious and very intricately detailed way of studying and preparing himself for the games. Like a student of the game, Kirk Cousins is it. He was like, I haven't seen somebody be a student of the game. That's like Peyton Manning. Like Peyton Manning was like a student of the game. It's certain people, they just had these things about them. Kirk Cousins, he has it, you know. Um, was he happy? Yes, he was a little too happy and too eager to run up his mouth. No, no, and no. Kurt should be a 3-year apprentice. Will not be ready by next summer to start. Ain't happening. Well, well, I I looked at it like a one and done. I think what it is for me is um even if he gets a 2, like we can go 45 twice, that's 90 mil, and then that 10 mil we'll hit that in the dead cap and give him off to somebody else, or he retire or go somewhere else. Saying if he don't. So you say 3 years, I give him I say one and done, but it's like 2. I honestly feel like um he can go 2. I think having let Penix pretty much get some type of um if he can rub off his work ethic onto him. Some, like I said, we in a great situation where we have a good QB1 and a good QB2 on our bench. So it's good. We good to go. He said, why is Kurt being worth it? Even a question. Because see, the thing, Andrew, the thing is lots of people that didn't want to see Kirk Cousins. Let's just be honest. It's a lot of people that didn't want to see Kirk Cousins. It's a lot of people that feel like Kirk Cousins was overpaid. They said the same thing about Jesse Bates too. But then I was like, when they seen him ball out, they was like, oh, I was like, is Jesse Bates worth it now? He said you wanted Jesse Bates here. I mean, not Jesse Bates, Belichick here, but Falcons, they wanted different. See, yeah, everybody wanted different. It's like the people who really don't study the game as much, they listen to the so-called media professionals, and whatever narrative that they clear in the air and put out on the TV, they run with that. That's like, oh, Justin Fields would be good here. He's a great fit in Atlanta. And it was just like, for what? Like, why would that? Why is that? You know? Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's like I wouldn't say it shouldn't be a question anybody. Like I would question anybody. Is he worth 180 million? You know what they're gonna say? Look at his record of how many wins he's won and how many he hasn't. And look what his look what he has done and haven't done. Those are the things that makes him. They'll be like, man, that 180 mil. I remember even seeing some type of conversation. Cam Newton was like, dude, you could have got, me or somebody else for less than that. He said, no, I disagree. Bruce Aaron's system is good when he's in a good QB. Check his resume every time. Ball appearance. Oh, yeah. And then guess what happened when it's just that it's like taking on quote unquote the GOAT. When you have a high caliber like player, think about how they do with LeBron. As soon as LeBron gets on the team, they're like, hey, we're competitors, and we're already competitors just based off of bringing him in. And then they're gonna, because he's gonna bring revenue, he's gonna bring odds, he's gonna bring attention, he's gonna bring money. And so we got to make this person happy. So that's how it is. So like even with Bruce Aaron's system, which is a good system, Tom Brady was, he can make the throws now. He demanded a lot of, attention. It was like stuff he was doing was, how they do it, man. I don't want to make this about Tom Brady, man. But you know how some people get more calls, more this, more that, looked at, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, let's stop right quick. I put this on the screen because get your Falcons Nation red and black tickets for July 13th at this link. Copy the link, go there, purchase your tickets. It's gonna be litty. Your boy is probably I might throw them 2 songs of my own songs in there so we could be rocking out. We, you know what I'm saying, everybody getting lit to some songs. So that's probably gonna be premiering in the event. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, go ahead and get your tickets. If you haven't already got the tickets for the red and black event that's happening on July 13th, it's almost a month away. Yeah, a month and a couple of days away, I think. 2 days. Yeah. So yeah, get your tickets. We'll be in the building, meet and greet live. You know, nice little get together. Just, you know, people sharing common interest about our team. You know, showing up for the home team, which is the AFN Atlanta Falcons Nation. You know what we do. So, Fashowski. He said Cousins was a little overpaid, but he's the closest thing to Matt Ryan. Who I'm glad you mentioned this. I said that too. I said, bro, if you look at Kirk Cousins, he'll stand in the pocket, he'll sling that thing. Like Matt Ryan was a gunslinger. Most people didn't give him credit. That Julio and Matt Ryan connection was real. Now, if Kirk Cousins, get prepared to see Kyle Pitts, man. They need to have Kyle Pitts run actual tight end routes, but Kirk Cousins is no slouch, bro. Yes, he was overpaid. We know that because they looked at him like he was going to be our guy. It was just that Michael Penix was right there, and it was just like, hey, Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix. It's like this here. Michael Penix's strength that he has, he was accurate. Kirk Cousins is accurate. You take out last year, and one of the problems we had with execution was one, getting the ball into the quarterback's hands without fumble-rooskies, but accuracy was an issue. You look at most of the passes or majority of the passes that Ritter threw, he couldn't even throw a quick little out to Bijan. It was a past his fingertips. It was just like, dude, I didn't play quarterback, but like it's like a flick of the wrist. You know, my thoughts. But not every team Brian went to was, well, yeah, I was just saying, no. It's not even, it's about what he brings. When we played LeBron down here in Atlanta, you know, people was cheering LeBron in Atlanta, that's from Atlanta, that was coming to Atlanta, but they was cheering Brian. Come on, bro. It's sometimes the person. That's why that Caitlin Clark situation, not to allude to WNBA, that's why the Caitlin Clark situation is so in your face. So, seeing you hate people that just blame quarterbacks. Everyone's taking into account. Yeah, it's a 53-man roster, of course, but you know, it's a fall guy. It's 2 fall guys: head coach, quarterback. Kirk consistently throws 4,026, 36 yards of season since starting. Yes, definitely. So we're paying for his past production. That's why we pay these people for past performances. Let's not allude to the fact of that. We do that. That's just what it is. A lot of people don't understand that because you'll be surprised when people come into my job, they see that I wear Falcons every day. It doesn't matter if I have Crocs on that has the Falcons on it. I have a shirt on, my AFN shirt. Sometimes I don't go to work in uniform because I have my Falcon stuff on. But it's just what it is. I represent the red and black all day, every day. Anybody that knows me, even if I have my work shirt on top of my shirt, up under my shirt, I guarantee it's a Falcon shirt. It's just what it is. So when I talk to people, the first thing they see that I have something on Falcon, so they already know. They come with the heat. So what you think about Raheem Morris? Or hey, what you think? Why would we draft Michael Penix? Or they paid Kirk Cousins too much. Is he really worth it? Like, what are we talking about? I said, do you want somebody that's accurate, that is an accurate passing quarterback that sits in the pocket? He doesn't have to run. We didn't require Matt Ryan to run, but he did take off a couple of times. We didn't require him to run. We required him to pass. Like I said it before in my last shows, and I'm saying it today in this show again. You're hearing it here again. We're going to be a passing offense that can run. Period. Cleveland was 2 times. Miami ain't doing nothing since ring. Oh yeah. But it was just we didn't have to get into basketball talk. It was really just the fact that when you bring in a high profile player, it brings this type of stature. What's that, Eric, man? It brings this type of stature to that, or eyes on that organization. Period. I mean, Lakers is a pristine organization. You know what I'm saying? That's why people get mad with us, because they want us to get these big names instead of developing the system, developing the galvanizing the players, getting them to play for years and years together so they can know how they move. That's why we made Caleb McGarry and Lindstrom so good. I think they came in at the same time and they was right beside each other. It was like, that's how it is. It's like understanding what it takes to build a team. We're building a sustainable product that we can look forward to. We just have to get into the win column. Mind you, we had 7 and 10. Like, bro, 7 and 10 was our number. And we was in the middle of the pack, and we still, in every game, we was like, a field goal away, a stop away, touchdown away. It was something that we could have did. It's crazy. All Falcons and Bulldogs, everything Atlanta and Georgia sports. Oh, for Showski, my G. Always. MPJ needs to sit behind Kirk Cousins 2 years, come in, win 2 Super Bowls, and get him time to get. You know what I want, and I always talk about this, or have talked about this several times too. What are we going to consider? What are we going to consider a winning season? To at least be like 10-7 or 11-5, make it to the playoffs and win a playoff game. You know, I know they say we're in win now mentality. Win now, like, so it's like, what are we going to consider a successful season? Saying because it's not, what's going to happen, and I'm going to say this too. I hate to say this, but as soon as we go down, like we get to the playoffs, and saying we win or lose in the playoffs, people gonna be like, let's see, there he is again. But we made it to the playoffs, which is better than what we did the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so what are we going to consider a successful season? But yeah, this is what I said. A one and done deal. The $180 million contract is one and done deal. Like, once, and I say like 1 year and we done, but really technically to me, it's you get the year that you're gonna work, and then you get the year you're gonna prove you're worth the money. Because he's still coming off an injury, so I'm not gonna count this first year. So his year really starts his second year to me. Not saying he gets a pass. We're not gonna give people passes, but he's not fully healthy. We don't know which Kirk Cousins we're gonna get. He might get tweaked again, and then we're gonna see Michael Penix. If Michael Penix balls out, 10 wins. It just depends on how the wins and losses look. I really think we have structured ourselves to honestly almost identically have the same team as last year. We just have more complementary pieces that we have added to make us better. So I give us a 10. I give us 10. I honestly give us 11-5, just based off of what I've seen who we're playing this year. Yeah. Oh yeah, get out of that 7-win slump. That one, I don't even know if you can call that a slump. That was just like, that was our number. We was like, and it wasn't. We would have looked better if the NFC South didn't look trash. That's what made us look like, because even a 7-10, you can still just about get in with a 7. Like, before they added that extra game, it's like yeah, 9-7. 9-7 was your typical. So yeah, we just look like trash juice. We see, that's the thing about winning the NFC South, is we have that like every year. Just about. It's like, bro, it's considered one of the weakest. It's just considered, the NFC South is just one of the weakest divisions. We don't know what's going on with the Panthers. Just look like garbage juice, and the Aints, they ain't jack. The Tampa Bay, it was us in Tampa Bay, and just Tampa Bay just looked better than us. Penix is already saying the right thing. He said, he said he's coming back to work. Oh yeah, coming back to work. Yeah, man. Penix was no slouch, man. He took that team he had the way he took them, because he wasn't a slouch. Like, I mean, all good. 11-5. Yeah, me too. 11-5 with a tie. I would say 11-5, but it's really 11-6 because we got 17 games. I'm thinking of the 16 game. I forgot they added that. Or 12-5. 12 is a stretch. You know what a 12-5 looks like? It's the Cowboys. Cowboys going 12-5 and losing, looking like they look like garbage juice in their first playoff game. But yeah, 12-5. I'll say we'll say 11-6. How about that? Everybody agree that our team this year is going 11-6. It doesn't matter how the wins come. We can win by a safety. We can win by whatever, a field goal. Can we get cool get cool back to being cool? Come on now. But see, this is another thing people need to understand too. Once we start winning, the team is more vibrant. Any team that's winning, they're happy, they're smiling, they're doing this, they're doing their dances. Everybody's happy to work and play together. It's like it's great. We just need to make sure we have a sustainable product that's winning. That is great. Super Bowl New Orleans this year, I see a storyline maybe. Yeah. Super Bowls in New Orleans this year is just trying to get New Orleans some money. That's just, hey man, let's move this over here, because yeah, we ain't gonna go. We're not even gonna talk about that. Our Super Bowl year, we went 11-5. Yes, I know. That's why my last show I mentioned about this team looking like last year's team, or not last year's team. I'm sorry, 2016 team. I compared it to that team, and I didn't really go into a deep dive. I just looked at certain aspects of we had a tandem, a 1-2 punch tandem running backs, Coleman and Freeman. Freeman was a beast until he got that bread, bruh. He was a beast. Devontae Freeman was a beast until he got that money. I'm like, I don't know what happened after that. Sheesh. Had Vic Curse keep, number 7, 17, and 17, and 7. This time, 10 wins. Well, yeah. Probably. But like I mentioned, I'm gonna bring since you segued to Vic, I'm about to segue to Vic again. I seen in an interview, I'm gonna keep talking this up until I make sure this is true. This man saying he's bringing those Michael Vicks back for the new generation. They're not going to be the exact same shoe, but they're going to be the new Vic. He's gonna make them in cleats, and he's gonna make some. We gonna wear. So I'm trying to get those shoes, of course. But yeah. At the end of this year, going in production, then I think they release 2025, something like that. But we gonna get them Vicks. I just need my guy to pull. I need a pair that he can pull up and just sign them or something. I need to find out who's connected to that G, because I like to bring him on to a show, man. If I can get him on a show, bro, that show will be litty, man. I'm finna go to work. See, y'all don't understand. Like, it's all about building relationships, man. When you know people that know people that know people, sometimes you need to call in some favors or rub some shoulders and kiss some babies or something. Coach be playing the Atlanta music at practices. He was born to coach. Fashowski, man. Fashowski. So like I was saying, the one and done contract is like, this year I'm not looking at him. I'm not looking at him this year. I'm more so, this is just to see how he looks, see how he takes on adversity. I think a winning season this year to me. Yeah, and type in the chat. Tell me what y'all think a winning season to you would be. What does a winning season look like to you? And it doesn't have to be a Super Bowl season, but what is anything better than 7-10? A winning season to me is getting to the playoff and getting one playoff win. Sometimes you got to taste blood. That's what I feel. I feel like if we get 11, if we be 11-6, win the NFC South. See, that can be a small victory. A small victory, we win the NFC South. I would say, I would even go to saying that we win the NFC South. We don't even have to win a playoff game to me. Winning the NFC South will be better than what we did the last 3 years. That's a win. So whether it's on with Kirk Cousins' arm, Bijan's running, whoever, or this $180 million, like this $180 million to me, if I'm just saying, if I want to be optimistic and I'm looking at it as subjectively as I can, we need to get one playoff win to make this $180 million make sense to me. It ain't just about really just beat like the division, of course, but we get one playoff win. It will look better to me if we get that division, be number one in the division, host a playoff game, win that game, go on the road and lose. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. That's a winning season to me for this year. Now, next year, when my G is healthy and we done galvanized, then hey, take us home, man. Take us home. That's just to me. Well, what y'all think a winning season to you would look like? Say one game at a time. Playoff run. Let's see. Winning would be beating Kansas City. Well, let that. I mean, yeah. Us, the way Kansas City runs their team, as far as how they play sets, they setups looking, the system that they use is similar to ours. Mike always alludes to that, and I actually went back and studied the games. I looked, we run similar sets. We just didn't have the quarterback that Mahomes does. And then sometimes Mahomes don't be looking good either. That's what's crazy. He be taking some L's, but it's just that he show up in the games that he needs to show up. Winning the division is a winning season. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So winning the division, like, what's a win? Like, everybody, like, how people say that how do you measure success? Like, my success might not be your success. I might be like, shoot, I make my first, I have my first feature from a major artist on one of my songs. That might be my success. I might, life goals, my G. But like, what's a Eric, man, like what's a winning, like what's a winning season to you? Like, what do you feel like we're like? Because it's gonna be a lot of fans that feel like if we don't, it's a Super Bowl or no. If like we don't go to the Super Bowl, see, I told you the Falcons doing what they've been doing, and they're not subjectively looking or objectively looking at the team that we're building. Like I would even if we have a better record than 7-10, to me, honestly, that's winning because we had that so many times in a row, Bob. We'll be the 7-10 Falcons. Win the division in a playoff win. Okay, see that's what I'm talking about. See, like because you gotta taste blood first. We gotta win the division, right? I would say win the division so we'll know how it feels. When you know how you motivate somebody, you praise them for their accomplishments, for their good effort. Win the division, we get praised. We go into and we host a playoff game at home and we win, bro. Satisfying. He said, beat the Steelers, the Cowpies, Cowpies, and the Ain't twice. I will be happy. Okay, Cowpies. We just normally call them the Cowgirls, but the Cowpies. Sheesh. He says, you want us to be in the Super Bowl in New Orleans, and then we win that one so we can rub it in their face. Because, I still say we shouldn't have never went on that tour of New Orleans after Katrina, bro, because it made us look sad. We came in there and let them beat us, and then they went on. I was like, come on, bro. Sweep the Saints, win the division, and win a playoff win. Wachowski. Bijan is going to have 1,500 rushing, 800 catching. The season is going to become a superstar, the face of the NFL. Wishful thinking. Change that 1,500 to 1,000. I give him 1,100. No more than 1,100. That 800, change that to 600. Or do this. You give him 1,000 rushing from scrimmage. You give him 500 from catching. You give Algier 500 rushing and give Algier 250 from catching. And I'm good with that. Because y'all got to understand, we still got Algier. So they got to have to spread it well. Like Christian McCaffrey, he was a workhorse. We don't have to work horse Bijan like that. He said, I'm greedy. NFL championship. Hey, coaching the building, everybody's. They're gonna coach Unchained in the building. He said, you greedy, bro. I can hear your voice right now. I'm greedy. I want to jump chick. Listen here, y'all. That's coach, man. I mean, yeah. He said, give me that NFL. Hey, it would be nice. Like, I could see us doing so many things, but I think, understanding that and a lot of people don't understand us improving, period. We just need to improve, period. And improving is doing like our win column. We can't be 7-10. Can't be 7-10. I don't want that. The Broncos took a gamble on Peyton Manning after a major neck surgery and paid him well, but won the Super Bowl with him. They run the Super Bowl with their defense. Let's just be real about that. They won a Super Bowl with their defense. I should know because they played Carolina Panthers that year when he actually retired. And I went to go get a on-field Peyton Manning jersey because they benched him that year. They benched Peyton Manning in the Lids locker room. They had the Peyton Manning jerseys half off because he was benched because they thought he wasn't going to play again. And I like Peyton Manning from Tennessee. And I bought one of his on the field jerseys and a Broncos hat. And then they ended up putting him in the Super Bowl. And of course, the rest is history because Cam Newton just looking at the ball roll around in his feet and he gonna wait till they jump on, then jump that. That's neither here nor there. Win the division with 10 plus wins, wild card with 10 plus wins. As long as we make playoffs, I see that successful season for Shosky. And that's it. I need everybody to really get on board with that. Really get on board with that. Not understanding that, we have to understand what's a successful season. Like that's what I mean, like winning season. Like what's a successful season? Understanding that we have to improve. We really have to improve on all facets. Like, and it's gonna be people like, what I'm saying, how in those movies, those sports movies, when they get right there, like the Cool Runnings moment, they get right there but lose, but then they still like, hey, let's just finish out the game and be happy with the results, that we were a better team, or hey, I see you next year. Like the Bad News Bears, Bad News Falcons, man, the Bad News Bears, bro. So that's what that remind me of. Like, and then that's why I want to know what people really felt like what's a successful season, or what they consider a winning season would look like in their eyes. Because winning, to me, like I said, we just need to improve that 7-10, and I think it starts with winning the division. The one thing I'm gonna talk about this, and this is, I don't know whoever remember this. You remember when they was disrespect? I mean, they always disrespect us, but you remember when they was really disrespecting us in the media? And Roddy White, I remember this. Roddy White was like, they gonna give us our respect. They gonna put some respect on. I think he was even on a media show in the morning. Like, they gonna put some respect on us. They gonna put some respect on our name. Blah blah blah. They gonna give us our respect. And we was like, and I was one of those people like, bro, you gotta go out there and earn that, bro. They're not gonna give you anything because, one, if you ain't working for it, it was people even in 2016 year that felt like we shouldn't even been there. Even with the onslaught and everything that we did, they still looked at it like we shouldn't be there. But let's talk about this though. Fight or flight, man. I always like to do the fight. We stay, we fly. I mean, fight or flight. You just they projecting Shefty, projecting that this tampering punishment projected. We've been concluded, y'all. We're caught. They caught us, fam. They got us. They got us. We done put some more sound. I'll go, like, how we got caught with the sound in the PA system. We were pumping crowd noises in the PA. They caught us, fam. They got us. Kirk Cousins was running his mouth. That's why we were saying, like, oh, that Michael Penix pick, now it makes sense. Like, oh man, you ran your mouth. We knew we in trouble. Let's go ahead and get us a quarterback, because we might not have that option 2 years from now. Or we might have, we don't know what's gonna happen. Same class ain't gonna be there 2 years from now. We can't bank on that. So that's why that Michael Penix pick is a little bit more savory. It tastes a little bit good to the ears to be like, hey, we might be losing some picks and stuff. So we might as well, like they say, we in win now mode. We might have to actually try to win now, and then be in the later rounds trying to pick somebody, because we just got caught, y'all. We got caught with our fingers in the bowl. We got caught, y'all. We got caught. He said, if the team believed they were preparing to win every game, why can't our fans, Steelers and Browns family, believe they're going to win every game we stand on? Because, one, they're not Cowboys. They're not Cowboys fans. No matter what the Cowboys do, they always feel like they're going to win the Super Bowl regardless of what. They fans is different. And believe you me, truth be told, growing up, I was a Cowboys fan, not because I liked the Cowboys, because they were winning. It's certain teams that you always see. I like San Francisco when it had Jerry Rice and Joe Montana on it, because that's what you seen. Steelers graduated from the high school that Hines Ward went to, just what it is. It's like the stuff that you see. I remember in elementary school, I met Reggie White when I was young. He came to our class. I didn't even know who Reggie White was. I think he was playing for the he playing for Green Bay Green Bay. It was so long ago. But when I met him, I was like, I don't care about you. I don't care about you, man. He said the media is haters that hates the Falcons. Hey, man, the media draws a line in the sand and be like, this is what we're gonna talk about. Who's gonna join us over here? Don't cross this line. It's like, I think when you're in big media, he's a big man, big media, mad at Atlanta. Watch it be a 4th round pick. They said it's gonna be severe. You look at now, let's talk about all the other punishments that I've seen. A fine, a 2nd round pick and a 6th, a 3rd round pick and a fine. They gonna probably, like you said, they gonna say we ain't gonna get no 1st, no 2nd, or 3rd, and we gonna have to pay $500,000. They finna make us go. That's why it doesn't bother me. And that's what they said. Everybody tampers, so to speak. It's just that I wouldn't say everybody tampers. It's just like this here. On the field, when they're running plays, everybody's holding. It's the people who hold and get caught. It's blatant holds, small jersey tugs. Everybody's doing it. It's a psychological game. But at the end of the day, it's the people who get caught are the ones who get flagged. We got caught. Arthur Blank must don't have no hush money. Oh my goodness. Now they gave it to Kirk Cousins. He was supposed to be the hush. He was supposed to hush. That's who got the money. They gave it to Kirk Cousins. They said, hey, here's $180 million. He just happy. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. My wife's from here. Yep, they contacted me. They contacted me on the field and I was still sitting on the sideline. The minutes I'm like, whoa, what you doing, Kirk? Yeah, I just took the call right then. Here's a couple of text messages like, dang, bro. We caught, fam. He one of them, man. Don't do nothing with Kirk Cousins, bro. Don't do nothing with your cousin, bro. Your cousin told on us, bro. Don't do nothing with your cousin, bro. He told on us. That man told on us. They say MPJ have been throwing that rock like Mike Vick with the strength. Bro, when I tell you, it was almost a no-brainer, bro. That's why I said that Michael Penix Jr. pick is like, it makes more sense now because Kirk Cousins, he got us flag on the play. We finna lose the 1st round, 2nd round probably. We already knew it was 3 top quarterbacks coming out this year. One of the top quarterbacks was available for him to be behind somebody that's a student of the game. Pick him up. And that's what it is. There's been a 360 change with this journalist at the Falcon press conference though. Yeah. What it is we got a people's coach. It just so happens to be ebony and not ivory. He just so happened to be, less dark skin. People brought up, oh, look at how he played when he was with Tampa Bay, right? Raheem did go to Tampa Bay. Look at how he looked. But at the end of the day, explain why the media hates the Falcons more than the Panthers or the Cardinals or more than any other team. That is silly talk. Eddie said, that's silly. I mean, Kirk showed all the holes in his. Oh, don't do that, man. He just aired out his laundry a little bit. It's like he was happy, man. Dude was like, it's like that dude. You remember like on the first 48, I don't know who looks at the first 48, but when they come in there with McDonald's and give it to the dude, and then they start feeding him, and then he's like, damn, man. And then he dropped his head. When they put their hand on their head, they got to wipe their head like, oh, man. He's like, hey, man, go ahead and get that McDonald's, man. I got you a Big Mac. They finna tell, bro. Kirk Cousins, bro. Okay? God dang, Kirk. bro. They got us, fam. I really, with this tampering situation, like I said, we was one of the ones flagged and caught. And just understand that they said the punishment is going to be severe. I was like, dang, what about the other teams? Like, just take a second and a sixth round off, like they did a couple of other people, and 250,000, and keep it moving. Nah, it's going to be severe. Have you ever had a cold? But when you go to the cold medicine, the cough medicine, that just say the stuff for severe, you know it's going to be the stuff that works. So they talking about it's going to be severe. And that could be just the media. Oh, let's go back to this comment. The media been doing Atlanta Falcons a long time, do whatever they want. They traded Brett Favre for a running back who played one game. Bro, you cooking, bro. Because they did that. They did that. I don't know what, bro. Won't say hate, but look at the franchise at the laughing stock. Hey, man, we be the butt of the jokes, man. We got that 28-3 riding on us. We ain't going to never let that ride. Kirk just is too goofy. It was just a goofy move, bro. I'm like, bro, you just got the bag. That remind me of somebody who win the lottery and blow all the money in like a month because they're gonna go buy cars, jewelry, this, that. They ain't trying to clear out none of their debt. Use that money to get them more credit. Buy some real estate or something, so they can go ahead and get money invested and diversify diversifying their portfolio, man. That's that business talk. They don't I like that. Kirk is just goofy. It's a goof. Yeah, bro. I just let's get into this last topic before we go to the Q&As. I done took out for 50 minutes, 52. Bijan or no? I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say this. Raheem Morris, Bijan or no? And what I mean by that, this man said, we're basically go run the offense through Bijan in the most ideal situations that require us to use him. And you know what? That's what people want. If we're going to draft, like they say it like this, if we're going to draft a running back in the first round, you need to use him. Bijan came in 9th in 4.6 yards per carry. He's 9th in the NFL last year. He had like 400 yards, 500 yards receiving or something like that. He was 4th in receiving. So we used him. 4th running back in receiving was Bijan. 9th in yards per carry, Bijan averaging. So we used him, and he was efficient. So if we use Bijan and he's averaging almost 5 yards a carry, that means we're halfway there. It's like those type of situations. It's just like, bro, we was missing on so many executional pieces. I think it was just unraveling our team because we wasn't executing the most simplest basic stuff. Kirk got some money and bought a chain, bruh. I don't know what he is, but that's crazy. But how y'all feel about us still running our offense through Bijan? Well, actually, Raheem Morris saying that we're going to use Bijan in the most ideal situations. I mean, to be honest with you, some of the situations that we used him in wasn't the best situations. And then again, it was poor quarterback play. And I'm sorry if y'all hear my dog. He's whining behind my door because he wants to come in here with me, my German Shepherd. He wants to come in here, whining behind the door. Kinnicky is his name. Yes, the Kinnicky from Greece. For those who don't know that, people ask me, "Where you come up with the name Kaniki?" And I'm like, "That's from Greece." The dude who was on the car when John Travolta was singing and stuff. Like, come on, man. Let's not. Come on now. But how y'all feel about Bijan Robinson? Bijan Robinson, being the head of the offense again. They compared him to Saquon Barkley. Now they're saying his usage is gonna look like Christian McCaffrey. How do y'all feel about that? And he's gonna be put in the most ideal situations where we're not gonna be giving him the ball. Like, it wasn't bad. I don't think it's like certain times when we were playing, when we should have just been power running, we were trying to finesse run. And then when we should have been finesse running, we was power running. So how y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about Bijan Mustard? Bijan is like LaDainian Tomlinson. Good eye. I agree. Small guy, not the biggest, runs hard, quick, shifty. Yeah. LaDainian Tomlinson. He didn't get his due either. They didn't give him enough credit, bro. But LaDainian was that LaDainian. He was a beast. He said, feed him, bro. I really think, I'm telling you, we're gonna be a passing team that can run. It's gonna be stupid. And it's gonna be stupid because now we should not, and I repeat, $180 million contract man, Kirk tell it all cousins. Kirk would tell on your cousins. Should be toting that rock. And he, like I said, in OTAs, the videos I've seen from OTAs, he looked at, standing in one spot. Game speed and practice speed are two different things. True. But I think it's been 10 months since he's been something like that. But his arm strength, he has an arm talent. Just like MPJ. Arm talent. That's when you know he's in that. When they start giving him nicknames, this MPJ, like, oh, some people might not even know that's Michael Penix. So we gotta say Michael Penix Jr. Jr. Morris love beyond energy and football IQ, for sure, bro. Like, man, I stood across from that man, Bijan Robinson, and the first thing I thought was, yeah. It's like how his hair was cut too, and how his hair was cut with the locks. I was like, yeah, this dude's gonna be flying through there. And I think what really solidified him, and it was that one play when he got the ball, when he took that first step and then stepped back like the Matrix and made dude miss and then went for it, and everybody was like, oh, but it was crazy. I was in that game, but we were like, oh, okay, my guy. Yeah. Say what happened? What happened? What? Oh, what's happening? Oh, this is my boy. Oh, my guy. I'm like, who? Wait a minute. That name look familiar. Hey, what's happening, my G? Man, when you returning, bro? For those who don't know, this is my guy down here, bro. This is my guy. What's happening, my G? Man, you know what it is, man. We still doing it, man. Still doing it. Regardless of what, man. It's Tuesday. Still out here talking about it. But we're gonna get into the Q&A section. But we was talking about the Bijan and how y'all feel about Bijan, and do we still need to go through Bijan to make this work or no? But y'all have any questions? What y'all feel like? I want to ask, like, what y'all feel about our team today? Like, how do we really feel about our squad today? Like, do y'all feel like, because they keep throwing up all these other people who aren't signed, but it's gonna take money to get these people. It's another safety out there, and they say we pair him with Bates. It'll be a good little look. But it's like, I still want to see what Clark Phillips do. We still got people going into their second year. You look at our defense, like Onyemata is a they really not giving this dude. He's like a nose guard. Like he's like, yeah, they're not giving him his due in the center. Onyemata, a Grady Jarrett, Zach Harrison. Zach Harrison looking stupid big. Pause that. Pause that. Manscaped that too. But Zach Harrison, like he looking extra. Like he done put on some weight or something. I don't know what. He done hit the weight room or know what going on. But my G. Oh, you behind it? Nah, man. YouTube bug got us. Are you expecting Kirk to be ready week 1? Am I expecting Kirk to be ready week 1? $180 million say he better be ready. Like, I mean, make that make sense. Make it make sense. Make that math, my G. But yeah, I do expect him to. I honestly, who do we play week 1? Is that Steelers? Do we play the Steelers week 1? I have to look at the list. I didn't want to go to this. But first, if we play the Steelers week 1, Kirk Cousins is playing week 1. Period. They got to put a boot on his leg or whatever that he got to have. He's going to be there. Explain how the dream lost to the sorry Mystics. I don't have an answer. I'm gonna have to go look back at the highlights, but I'm pretty sure it's a goofy win. It's a goofy loss too. Sometimes, bro, you got to look at every position in the professional field like they are professionals, and sometimes the hungrier team wins. I'm gonna just give you a generic answer. The hungrier team wins. And maybe they thought like this is we ain't got to show up for these guys, and then that's what happened. He said this has been one of the best offenses I've experienced in a long time. I'm more optimistic. It's like because you got to get people time to develop. And like I said, and I'm gonna say this again, if Ritter was to have what Kirk Cousins and MPJ has right now, if we took all the coaches and all the structure and all the stuff that we have and put Ritter in this type of systematic nurturing, Ritter would have looked better vis-a-vis on paper, because we still have to see all of these acquisitions and everything that we have go into put that information. Like we have to see that they go to work. They have to go to work. So optimistically by the paper and what we have, we're like, oh yes. That's what I'm saying about if Ritter was, because he didn't have this. He didn't have this system. He didn't have a TJ Yates and all this stuff and all these people and quarterback coach and all this stuff. Let's not pretend he did. He said we do play the Steelers. Exactly. So we're gonna have Arthur Smith. Like I said, this stuff is storylines. This game is going to be sold out. You know how many people want to see us beat Arthur Smith for seeing and throwing in his face? See. But you know how many people that are in Atlanta that represents the Steelers more than the own fans of Atlanta? The last home game I went to that we played the Steelers, bro, it was yellow. Them little rags was everywhere. Everywhere. It's crazy. The Braves gotta fix this because whatever they got was working and ain't working. I don't know, man. I don't even like to talk baseball because I told y'all the Braves have become ever since that championship. I mean that World Series, they have become the best regular season team. It's crazy. They said a lots of talent and looking forward to seeing how the coaches are going to complement this talent. My thoughts are the same. I feel like I feel like the team that we have and we have put together is more of what we had last year, but better. It's like we have basically like I want to say when some people thought we was like a quarterback away. People thought we was like a quarterback away from having a sustainable winning product. And then it turned into we didn't have a pass rush. We didn't because people went down. I think now, and I mentioned this before, I'm always going back, I'm calling back to other things I've already said, where we have our doppelgangers. I don't know if anybody mentioned that. I mentioned that in the show a while back, where we have people that are doppelgangers. We got, Aurora is like Grady's Jerry's doppelganger. Brandon Trice. It's like we got people be interchangeable. You don't know where they're gonna come from. They started, changing people's role. They started talking about making Trey Anderson into like an edge rush position. I mean, training him, like cross training him. So, or moving his role to a edge rush because he's downhill. Because Landman, Jesus, man, hey man, like I said, give Landman his flowers, bro. ATL shut. Hey, he said he ain't ducking, my guy. He's just like Kirk Cousins on the podium, bro. I'm telling it all. I ain't ducking no smoke, bro. They called me when I was like, dang, Kirk. Say, hey, man, pal. The Steelers Packers fan base roll deep. Yes, they do. But the Steelers in here, bro, I ain't seen nothing but them yellow, tall, terrible towels. They're swinging, bro. Jeez. It's not just Atlanta. Steelers fans travel everywhere to every city. But they just like them Cowboys fans. I like the people that go to Atlanta Falcons events with other teams on. I wonder, do people do that in the New Orleans? Do people really go? Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. I know we like attention. I know we like this, and I like to boast up like, yeah, I don't mess with your team, but I'm not going. If I live somewhere else, bro, I'm not pulling up to nobody's stadium function to see no other team but my squad. And I'm not gonna pull up. Now, if they plan them, cool. If I don't support that team, cool. Now, believe you me, I'm gonna tell you like this. I really don't like to support nobody else's team that's in the same conference that my team is in. Like, I remember when the Falcons didn't go and Carolina went, we had Falcons fans rooting for Carolina to win or beat Denver Broncos. I'm like, ew. How dare you? Right? Do you think he said, do you think we'll see the defense take another step in becoming a persistent 3-sack-a-game defense? That's a good question, my G. If we can stay healthy, because like somebody like Ebiketie, who had a sleeping, like nobody's talking about how I think he was our sack leader. If everybody stays healthy, like I think we should, yes. Because of how they're going to make these blitz packages and you're not going to know who the mic is. It's going to come from all different locations. You don't know if who's coming. You don't know who, like it's going to be crazy. I really wished we would have got, it was that, I don't know if y'all seen in the draft when they showed that big old O-line dude that Dallas picked up. I really wish we would have got him. I don't know he's O-line, but still. Boy, that boy was cornbread fed, boy. Homegrown. Pause that. But what's up, my G? Cassie, what's happening? I'm on the lamb. Second favorite team prior to Smith becoming the OC was Pittsburgh. Not rooting for them while he is in there. Yeah, I told you I'm a fan of my teams, my other teams. Anybody that knows me personally know I like Tigers and know I like Orange. So we already know who that team is, the Bengals. Come on now. I was a Cowboys fan. When I used to play against people in Madden, and I used to play them when they had Troy Aikman. I used to cook people with Madden with the Cowboys and the Steelers. Troy Polamalu, Bettis, Brett, not Brett Favre. I'm tripping. Ever since you meant Brett Favre, I got him in my head. Roethlisberger, Heath Miller, all those guys. Like, bro, the Steelers was it. Hines Ward. They had a squad, bro. This is the only team in my Falcons. Now, the only team I'm really rooting for is the Falcons, bro, for Shosky. But like when it comes to Die Hard, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't have anybody else's jerseys in there besides when I was playing fantasy sports. I did win the prize I ran up when I was playing a fantasy was a Ravens jersey, Lamar Jackson jersey when he went MVP. I actually got that jersey by winning my Children of Thanos fantasy football team. Got me that jersey for sure. They already knew it was over when I went 5 weeks in a row with a dub, and they was like, "Oh yeah, this." I already had the lead in. I was like, "Yeah, y'all dead." Yeah, Mac, I've definitely been eating that cornbread. He's stupid. Oh, that man I got fat, bro. Pause that. Yeah. Oh, they're looking for you, bro. I know what you ducking for. Better come out here with that name or that boy. Don't run, Mr. Tillman. I don't know what you hiding for. But any more questions? But like I said, I feel optimistic about the squad for Shosky. What's up, Raymond Collins? What's happening? Represent our birds, bro. You feel me? For sure. Always, bro. Always. I'm a fan of Pittsburgh front office and coaching. Top notch. Yeah, man, because, man, they ain't had a losing season, bro. They can't lose, bro. It seems like, man, I can't really say about what's going to happen. I don't know what Arthur Smith. See, this is the thing. This is what's gonna blow everybody's brain up. Arthur Smith is going to do good with Pittsburgh because they already has a sustainable product. You feel me? When you already have a sustainable product and you got pieces in place, you just got to come with a good idea. And that's it. And it help flourish that place. That's why, Chrissy Lewis is all good. Queen, how you been? And don't be coming in here without, oh, it's all good, Queen. How you been? I can't even get your voice right. But ride or die, the Dirty Birds. You feel me? Always, man. We ride or die. I'll be in Atlanta for the game 1. Me too. Pull up. Section what? 130? What were you at? 134? Right next to Molly B's. Pull up, man. That's why I'll be at game 1, man. Y'all want to come out. I'll come out in the halftime, take some pictures, man. I don't know what our colors gonna be. But I'll be in the Dirty Birds nest. I think it's section 134. They're gonna kill me if I don't get it right. How you gonna be with us and don't know what section we in? But yeah, I'm gonna be at every home game. Fly my flag, man. So, man, I be seeing some people, man, like from other podcasts. I be seeing that, like I be seeing them, man. But that guy. I don't have a stature yet. So since I don't have a stature yet, before we go, we're gonna go right back up to this. I need 100 followers, man. Give me 100 followers, and I start this trivia pack right here. I'll bring this up. Wow, that trivia pack right there. Yeah. That's a trivia book. Atlanta Falcons trivia book. Yeah, all the Atlanta Falcons news, anything, some secrets and stuff, and all this stuff. Yeah. Hold on, what we got right here? Let me go to it. How are you feeling about the vibe coming to the start of the season? Well, I said this before when we picked Raheem as the head coach. I said if he wins, if we have a winning season, we see a great turnaround. It's going to be something that's good for people um, like himself to be in those positions. They're gonna praise him up. They're gonna let him get on their shoulders and raise him up. And you know how when they did with Koo and he kicked that kick and one, they were raising the Koo up. He was just, you know. But as soon as he falls, he's gonna fall hard. I really want to see us do better, and we are going to do better. But we need to do better as a whole, as Atlanta Falcons fans. But I told people this too. We have to honestly have a sustainable winning product. That's why people, for so long that's like they're blind to thinking that we had a winning product with Michael Vick. He was amazing. He did amazing things. Had an arm talent like no other. Besides, they say that MPJ is throwing in OTAs like Vic. Somebody alluded to that. But understand, we wasn't winning with Vic either. I told people to tell me what our record was with Vic. I mean, I like Vic, bro. I got a painting I painted of Mike Vick. Where's it at? It's somewhere around here. I got a painting I painted of Mike Vick. But oh yeah. For those that don't know, I'm gonna start probably doing like Atlanta Falcons artwork too. I got a painting that I painted a falcon sitting on top of sitting. It's like basically sitting on a Falcons helmet. Yeah, we gonna start doing that. But yeah, he said check out the description for the YouTube link. Yeah, check out the description for the YouTube link, fellas. Make sure y'all go check out. Like I said, if you haven't gotten y'all tickets for the Red and Black event that's coming, I keep on thinking about Vic. He must be talking about me, bro. He must be coming on the show soon. Come on over here, Vic, man. Let's talk about it. But the Red and Black Atlanta Falcons Nation GSN meet and greet live event that we got going on for July 13th. Like I said, a month and 2 days away. Go ahead and get your tickets if you haven't already got your tickets. You get to meet all or majority of whoever pulls up. And just we all share ideas, root our team out, high five each other, laugh. I think they got a little drink down for their adult beverages, music. Last year they had PT in there. Pastor Troy showed up. You know what I'm saying? Show some love for the home team. But like I said, the link is in the description. Megaphone, you can put it back on the screen for the people if you can find it and just post it back again. But yeah, hey man, show love for the squad. Man, we here for it. Like I said, I'm working on a couple of songs. I'm probably try to premiere during the event too. Let's get it. Let me go ahead and go down a couple of more before I let y'all go. I don't pull y'all in here for an hour and 18. I'll be tailgating. If I'm not in the stadium, shoot, man, as long as you got no hot dogs, bro, I'm pulling up, bro. I'm gonna eat, bro. You know how black people is, man. We'll come up with empty bellies and empty plate, man. I'll be running a 3 hour to see. For Showski. Like, what do you think will be most effective change that will be made other than the quarterback position? Pass rush. We're gonna get a healthy Troy Anderson, which we call him T1000. We got our bona fide Brandon Trice, who's a rookie, but Ebiketik's coming to his own. Grady Jarrett's up in age, but he just came off an injury. Onyemata in the center is, he does his thing. Calais Campbell's is still up in the air. Hopefully we bring him back, but we have those interchangeable pieces, bro. I call them fresh legs. We have fresh legs where we can just, you don't know who's going to be the mic. You don't know who's rushing. You don't know who's dropping back in coverage. Those type of things is going to be crazy. So really, I just thinking about the whole defensive front line, the trenches. I think that's going to be the biggest and most effective change is feeding those dogs, man. let them pin in their ears back. Oh, okay. Okay. She said the link is pinned to the top. Y'all make sure y'all check that link out and go ahead and if you want to see us, July 13th, buy your ticket, pull up, man, celebrate our squad, celebrate LFN, take pictures, man, post it on y'all pages, tag us in it, man, give us shout outs, show us love, man. Go ahead and be cogs in the machine. Let's keep it moving. You feel me? Yeah, and we had them hot dogs for sure, bro. Say less. But hey, like I said, man, this is the Lochness, man. I appreciate everybody for stepping in, man. Hey, it's 2 weeks in a row, boy. Your boy trying to be more consistent. I told you I was gonna put it up, baby. Don't stop me. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm trying to pull up, do my thing. So I appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for stopping by, coming in, showing me love. Yeah, that's all I can do is come, speak to the masses, speak to the people, get my love back. I still got all these prizes, man. When I get to 100, subs, man, I'm gonna go into the trivia book. Go into the trivia book. I might have some sneak trivia. Go into the trivia book and then come out with some prizes, man. For sure. But like I say, man, I appreciate everybody, man. I'll be back next Tuesday. We'll be talking about let's see what we can talk about. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Like I said, I want to do like a one when I bring people on. I said I was gonna do this one, but I think I'm gonna do it the next one. But yeah, everybody hit me up when I'm online. But I appreciate everybody for popping in, man, doing their thing. I do appreciate it, man. It's much love. Hey, until I see y'all next Tuesday on the Lochness Podcast. Tuesday, let's talk about it, man. We're gonna still be lit, live, and be out here, man. So peace. But like I said, don't forget to follow me on Lochness Sports on YouTube. I'll let your boy. I'm out.